Eddie, good evening. Thanks very much for your time. Now, you guys initially said that this work is scheduled to be completed by 10 p.m. this evening. Is that going to be the case?
Good evening, Vuyo, and good evening to your viewers. No, it's not the case. If you look at the brief that we have issued from 2 weeks ago, we've always been saying that the shutdown will last 54 hours. So that 54 hours started this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning. That's when we started with the work to isolate so that we can drain the line. Now, the 10 o'clock was referring to the first milestone. You can imagine the project has got a number of milestones. The first milestone was that by tonight, 10:30, we should have isolated and completed draining the pipeline. Now, somebody can ask, what size pipeline is this? The pipeline is 12 kilometers long. It is 2,500 millimeter in terms of the diameter. That is 2.5 meters. So up to 10 o'clock was scheduled just for isolating the line and draining it dry. Remember, there's going to be cutting and welding. Therefore, you need a dry pipeline. I can also give you feedback, Vuyo, that we are much ahead of our schedule. We have been able to empty the pipeline, and work is now happening in terms of cutting the pipeline so that we can we can connect the valve.
So that is what you're busy with currently, to cut the pipeline and rigging it out.
Yes, that's correct. Cutting the pipeline, welding the flanges, connecting up the valve itself.
And then what happens next?
What happens next? The work of cutting, as I said, I mean that's a 2.5 meter pipeline. So cutting that requires precision. It has to be very straight, so they take their time. Welding that as well requires highly experienced welders, which are our own welders. And then from there, the valve is installed. What that can take us up to tomorrow late. And as soon as the valve is installed, we shut the valve and then commission back the B11. So that work will be done within the 54 hours that we had scheduled.
And what is the impact on people's lives? Are you with regard to water supply?
Look, as indicated, this was a properly planned shutdown between ourselves and all the municipalities in as far as even communicating that. So that plan was saying to us that we should not experience serious water shortages. The only time where we can start having problems is possibly on just beyond 54 hours. We do not see ourselves getting close to that, and therefore we are not expecting that people should be experiencing water shortages. What people will experience, and we are aware that other people have been experiencing, is the pressure that has been reduced. So people should still have water, albeit under reduced pressure. The one thing that may possibly also introduce a bit of a challenge is we are aware that people are stockpiling water, so into their bathtubs, JoJo tanks, into drums and whatever, just so that they don't run out of water. that activity on its own, it basically drains the system. So people can just relax, not panic. We are watching all our reservoirs in a war room where we are looking at each one of those and also looking at reservoirs of our clients, those that we've got sight of. If we get to a point where we think in the next 7-8 hours we may have challenges, we'll communicate with the municipality. As the MMC has indicated there, then the municipality will go and restrict the outgoing, the outlet, of the reservoir. We are not anywhere near that. We have not even communicated because all indications are showing that our reservoirs are behaving the way they're supposed to behave.
And that's where we're going to leave it. Thanks very much for your time this evening, Eddie Singo, who is the Executive Manager of Rand Water.